Good everyone, welcome to Pen Security. On today's content, we'll be talking about Java, as you can see from the screen, and it's a beginner guide made very simple. We're talking about variable and constants, primitive and reference types. We're talking about casting, numbers. We're talking about strings, operators, read input from terminal. So I won't bore you with a lot of lecture. We'll just go straight to a program that will explain everything that I just said from the previous slide. Mind you, I'm not really a Java programmer, but I just have to do what I have to do. So this is more like a easy approach to assessing Java for those that are interested in Java. But Java is a very big programming language and it has a very huge community as well. So sit tight. Let's go to IntelliJ to work on Java. So this is what we'll be working on for the Java code. And like I said, we're making a mortgage calculator. You want to ask what software it is? This is not a Visual Studio Code, no. This is IntelliJ. So it's a community version. And let me show you the formula we're working on so you get familiarized with it. This is A, which is payment amount per period. Then this is the P for the initial principal, which is the loan amount. We have 1 year. We have R, which is for the ratio. N is the total number of payments per period, which is amount of years. Then we have same 1 plus R bracket N minus 1. This is just a mathematical formula. So I want us to put this somewhere or write it somewhere because obviously we want to do this. Then after we're doing that, I believe we must have done that. Then we'll go back to our coding session. Keep that away. So since we've mastered the formula, let's start by creating our program. So you start with the final. So this final variable stores the value and won't give you the privilege to change. So at the course of our calculation, we will not want a situation where 12 will turn to 12.1 or anything. So that's why we're using this final. So this value is fixed. It's a fixed value. And we know we have 12 months in a year. Yeah, we have 12 months in a year. Then we'll go to final byte and we'll coming 12 months in. I was supposed to say in. I type 1. So yeah, final byte, we're talking about percentage. We all know percentage is over 100. We've done that. So now we want to create an input structure. So for us to create an input structure, we'll use a scanner. Yeah, this is scanner. Scanner, if you check closely, you see the value came in scanner. So scanner then is equal to new. Then you say scanner. Then you say system in. Java is very, very complicated. Python is just straightforward. So we say system out print. So what does this thing do? This thing will print this code, line of code will print this value. I want to use this double column. We'll print this value in the terminal principal. I don't know why the keyboard keeps acting crazy. So yeah, this code system out will print this principal on the terminal. Let's run it again. Yeah, there's a principal. So to print it on the terminal. I think I've run it before, so you have to print on the terminal. So let me close this and let's run it again. Yeah, principal on the terminal. So we've done that. Then we have to create a variable, assign the name principal to the variable. So now this point is what we're doing is casting. We want to cast principal to become an integer. So say int principal. So integer principal. Sometimes we have issues with English language. Is equal to scanner dot next int. So yeah, So what this line of code does is it stores this principal as an integer. So we've done that for principal. So any value we input in principal will be integers. So we'll go to the annual interest. So we'll come again, we'll say system SYS system dot out print annual interest rate. Put a space there, then we'll close the code. Then since the annual interest rate might come in decimal, we use this float. We'll convert to float. So float comprise of anything decimal, or float will have double. So we'll use float and we'll give it a name, annual interest rate. And you also make sure you write your code in such a way that anybody can read your code to understand. Interest rate is equal to scanner dot next. Then you put the float. Packages are here, float. Then you close it. Then after doing that, you impute the formula. If you can remember vividly on the formula, we said let me grab a formula. We said r plus 1 plus r bracket n. That's the formula we had there. So we want to set up that formula. So we say float new now is a new variable, like a variable we want to create for this calculation. Annual interest rate is equals to bracket annual interest rate. So this is this interest rate here. Annual interest rate divided by 100. I don't need to call 100, I just say percent, because already assigned 100 at the top here. Then divide by month in the year. Instead of us to enter 12, we just say month in the year. So this code is very, very efficient, because at this point now, this is strictly 100, this is strictly 12. So now we've created a new variable for this. Then we'll go to the next one. So the next one will be for the period of years. So we'll come and we'll say for period of years, say system dot out dot print double column period, that is in years. Close it. Now you close it. Then yeah, close. I think I have to put double column here. Yeah, then we'll close it. So successfully close this. Then what we'll do is we'll impute the byte function, byte period. So the reason we're calling byte here is the fact that byte stores the value, because when we're talking about the period in years, we can talk about 300 years, we can talk about 200 years, and these are within the range that byte can accept. So we'll say byte is equal to scanner dot next, and click on byte, and close it. After doing that, we'll come and say integer. Now I want to create a new variable with these integers. We say integers number of payments is equal to period multiplied. So for multiplication, you say star times months in the year. We all know months in the year is 12, which is this one we've assigned here, final byte. So right now we've gotten our period in the years. If you check from the calculation, you say for us to get the months in the year, any value we enter here multiplied by 12, that will give us the months in the year. So we've gotten that. Now we want to calculate the formula for mortgage. If you remember vividly, we said P is equal to arrow bracket 1 plus arrow bracket n, so yeah, this is so the first for this value. Now don't get it confused. For this value here, now this annual interest rate, for us to get our R, we say the annual interest rate multiplied by the percentage multiplied by the number of months in the year. While for us to get the whole formula, which is for us to get the direct formula to solve for this, right now we want to solve for this whole formula, this P R bracket 1 plus R bracket n. This is what we want to solve for right now. So you have to look at it closely so you don't make mistake. So we'll come here, we say double, because double obviously we'll be working with decimal. So double, this is also like casting. Double mortgage is equal to principal. Principal is your P, if you should remember. Principal, yeah, principal is your P. You go to a new line, then you say you multiply by the new. You come and say new annual interest rate. Then we want to do raised to power, because if you check from a formula, you can say this n is affecting both 1 and r. So we import this math function. We say, since we got that, then we say multiplied by math dot power. Yeah, give me the space. Math dot power. Then we say 1 plus new annual interest rate, which of the formula will derive from here. Then we'll close the bracket. So before we close the bracket, we can also expand this calculation by stating this, that division sign divided by, then we'll come and say bracket math dot power. So I think we should import the math module first. Imported the math module, so math dot power bracket 1 plus new annual interest rate. So if you should look closely, we haven't stated what this one is powering. Let's go back to the formula. We haven't stated this n here, so let's go back and look for our n. Our n should be the number of payments. So we'll come and say slide number of payment. Yeah, so this one is complete already. So this function is complete already. So we'll come here also and we'll input the command and we'll say number of payment. After doing that, we drag our formula again, we look at it, what else is missing? -1. So look at it closely, we take it back, we input it -1, then we close it. So this is a formula, P bracket 1 P bracket, this is R, yeah, then this is 1 plus add raised to power n. This is how you impute it. So we've done that. Let's try to see if it will run, if we're going to eat on any snag. So let's try. So say 100,000, interest rate is 3.26, 10 years. So at this point now, we haven't gotten our value yet. We need to get an answer. So for us to get an answer, we want our answer to be in currency, because we're talking about currency. Yeah. So all we'll do is we'll import the currency module. So we'll say string mortgage this is just the name I'm giving to it, is equal to number format dot get currency instance. So we're getting the currency instance. Then we'll say dot format. What are we formatting? We're formatting mortgage. Formatting mortgage. Yeah, this is what we're formatting here. So after that, we'll close it. Then let us print our final answer. System dot out dot print mortgage, G-A-G-E. Don't mind my English language, sometimes I have issues with this spelling, but as a programmer you don't have to panic, you know. So yeah, plus, so there is this thing you need to understand, that this is a string and this is a value that we want to insert here. So mortgage get formatted. So this is our final answer we're implementing here. Let's close it. So let's try and run the code again. Let's see if it will go through. So let's take it up. Then we say 100,000. Interest rate is, let's say, 10.5%, and period of years is about 35 years. So we can see the mortgage is $8,981.34. So this is how we'll run the code. Easy method to run the code for Java. So I'll be creating series of Java related codes, so you can get a glimpse of what Java is all about. You don't need to know everything, just need to know the basics. Like you see here now, you know, we imported the math power function. Here we imported the scanner. So like if you see, we imported the text to the number format, which was what we used to get our currency. So you need to just get familiarized with the packages. That is all it entails in Java. Unlike Python, Python is a very easy language. It's a go-to language. So thanks for watching. I know I made a lot of errors. You can hit the comments section to ask your question. I'll gladly reply your questions. Thank you very much. Make sure you hit the follow button on YouTube, on Facebook. Anywhere you see Penn Security, just hit the follow and subscribe. Thank you.